EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today we're here at Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the action. Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
We've got a big golf course in front of us today. Robert Trent Jones II designed this golf course really to fit in with these marvelous surroundings. But consequently, we have like what I would call almost an inland links. It's going to play like that. Ideally, you'd like to play this golf course through the air, but it's very exposed to the elements.
So we're ready to get the round going here at Chambers Bay, and we'll begin, Frank, at the first with a par 4.
496 yards, obviously that'll stretch anybody out there. That bunker down the right is very much in play. The fairway does narrow out too, just short of that. So this really is going to require one of your best tee shots. Semi-blind second shot, a relatively big green.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. That will be a great look at birdie. Third shot for Jordan Spieth.
Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back, he didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here. Spieth over his bogey putt. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Just a sensational putt. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Ready to tee off here at the second. Frank, what's it all about?
Well, you hit your tee shot here through the dunes, Rich, not overly long, just under 400 yards. The bunker on the left really shouldn't be a problem. Just avoid the dunes on the right and left.
Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. looking at 125 yards. This has really been a challenge all day long with these winds coming from different directions, changing speeds. It's gone from 15 upwards to 25 miles per hour. Really a test for the players. About 120 yards to the hole. It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Really? This is an awkward length.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
18 feet from the bottom of the cup. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Jordan Spieth can really roll it, has good feel. And let's see what he does with this putt. +1 in the early going. Is this one for par? They'll take it. That's a par. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners. Well, if you can call them corners. More like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Getting set now over the putt. Not too much and not too little. Perfectly played into the center of the cup. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Solid par to remain 1 under. Frank, here on the fourth tee, you get a good look, don't you, at what Chambers Bay really is all about.
It's framed beautifully, Rich, by the bunkers there, left, short, off the tee, plus the ones down the right side. You can see everything in front of you, but the hole does bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4 measuring 495 yards. Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Second from an excellent lie. Good swing, good shot yet again. Played that one on the commercial side, as they say in the professional game, inside 30 feet.
Yeah, 27 feet to be precise, but to make it from there, that's asking for a bit.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. This one's tracking.
No, Rich, that was a huge putt. You don't expect to make them from that distance.
Stays at 1 under with that par. Well, Frank, here at the 5th, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. Hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway that is, by bunkers left and right, and those bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, what was Chambers Bay before it was a golf course, before it was the site of a U.S. Open?
Yeah, it was the site of a former sand and gravel mine that was adjacent to the Puget Sound. So it's not just about the views here. Obviously, you want a golf course to look good. You want to have nice views because it is a walking golf course. But really, what they've done in the end is just marvelous. It really is a true links.
I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
He just missed the bunker. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Ooh, so close. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Locked in on the read and the speed. Has his par. Just a couple of feet. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, now at the 6th, this appears to be a testing par 4 long one.
It is, but once again, a generous fairway. Just use those mounds down the left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the right. Good tee shot, though, and everything is in front of you.
That one was struck solid, about 290. Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the 6th?
Well, one of the few greens here that's protected on both sides. Rather narrow green, and you can see really what happens if you miss. Bunkers left and right. Plus there's a couple of ridges, so club selection is important here.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
Well, it might not be as bad as it looks.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th.
Really. This is an awkward length.
And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So with that, the score is now at even par. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
This is one of the more challenging shots in the game, the fairway bunker shot, isn't it, Frank?
It is. You look at the distance involved, you know, obviously what's in front of him now. He has to hit this shot absolutely clean.
Out of the sand and back on the fairway.
Yeah, good shot. Just really utilized that little bit between the ears. Realized he couldn't reach the green and instead opted for fairway.
Headed for the bunker? Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker?
You just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with his third shot coming up.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. It's Spieth now for par. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. He'll need to be strong with this. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really, the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. So, third shot for Rory McIlroy. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Be very happy with that one.
Yeah, lag putt, I mean, really, it's unrealistic to try and make those. So anytime you can two-putt from there is a good result.
And getting ready for the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So, 2 over par for the round. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Frank, the 9th hole is called Olympus. Feels as though Russell Crowe should be standing on the tee, starring in some sort of a movie about the Greek gods.
I knew you'd go like Titans and that down here. But this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich. This isn't for the Greek gods and the Titans of the world. They might think they are, but this is for you and me. This is for everybody. 36 handicappers. We can all play here.
In the thick stuff.
Thick? It's brutal out there.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
It's a good-looking putt right here. He might like it. Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Frank, you think about the great putters of all time. I think the one name that generally jumps up with golf aficionados is Ben Crenshaw, and he learned to play and to putt from his beloved longtime instructor Harvey Penick, who taught Ben and Tom Kite and some others to play from, as he said it, from the cup backwards. You know, everybody loves power. We all like to drive it a long ways, but Harvey stressed the importance of the little shots, and obviously it paid off with Ben Crenshaw. This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Getting set now over the putt. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Spieth trying to light the fuse. This one's for birdie. Now 2 to the good side. Stepping up to the tee here at the 11th, Frank.
Yeah, it looks straightforward. You see a big dune in the middle of the fairway. You can really take that out of play. Get it down there as far as you can. You're going to need to. And then from there on in, it's really just trying to find out exactly where you want to land that second shot so that you can get it on the right level.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Boy, this one has a chance to be really good.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. All right, the winds are starting to pick up. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. What's the right way to approach it?
Well, you've really got to find out, first of all, the direction of the wind, and you have to be certain of it right now. And plus, if there's a gust, that's something you can't, you've got no control over. Well, from in trouble, Rich, at least he's back in play.
On the fairway from the rough. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Early part of this second nine and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just ride a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here. It's that sneaky distance.
Continues to putt beautifully. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
Jordan Spieth now on the approach shot. Good swing, good shot yet again. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. So Frank, trying to make 3 the conventional way, didn't have a go at this green. What's left now?
Just the yardage. If you've got a good yardage here, then all these undulations in this green really aren't that important. And that's the beauty of laying up. You've taken the risk off the tee and really the risk in and around this green. So a good second shot, distance control, and you're going to be well rewarded.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Well, you can't make them all. You'd like to, but you can't. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, "Ringtail howitzer." And that one just didn't go in. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Now at -2 for the day. On to the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay. It's a par 4, and they call this one Eagle Eye.
Yeah, dogleg to the right, beefy par 4. You hit it down to one of the widest fairways on the golf course. And then up in front, if you look at the middle of the green, you're going to see one bunker. Needless to say, that's got to be avoided.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. The second shot now to the par 4. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
That's a bit offline in the rough. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Looks like he just misread that. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
See if Spieth can knock this in for his par. Frank, I thought that was in. Just hammered that par putt, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking or what was going through his mind right there, but he better wake up in a hurry, because if this one doesn't go in, then that score's going to rack up very quickly. It's no snack, though.
Oh, man, just slides by. And only a tap in left. Good putt. Nudge this one home, finish it up. So with that, the score is now at even par. He's putting for bogey now. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 13th hole seems to have knocked him off his game. He is not playing well. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay, and by this point the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you've really got to know which direction that wind is coming from.
That is just a beautiful shot. Nice position, short grass, second shot. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd
say. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. This is a cross-country special.
It's amazing. It doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Normally you'd be happy to take two from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
Spieth has this for par. Clean this up with a tap. So, Frank, that's a bogey, and you see something with the body language here?
Yeah, I think we noticed that back there with that double bogey, Rich. Since then, it's almost like doubts crept in, a little bit of uncertainty. That is the beauty of this game at times, but really, if you want to be a champion, that's one thing that you have to change. Somehow, you've got to forget what's just happened. We haven't seen that yet.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Second shot, good look at the green. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
Chance to get it close here. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through to putt.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So close. Struggling a bit with the flat stick and a drop shot here at the 15th hole. And getting ready for the putt. Aw, do that. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round. Now to the 3-hole finishing stretch here at Chambers Bay, and we get it started with a relatively short par 4. It's a 423-yard hole, the 16th, Frank.
Bend slightly to the right. There's a huge bunker all the way down the right side that sort of starts, I don't know, maybe about 100 yards off the tee, goes all the way to the green. You go right, and then you realize why this hole is called beached.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker.
Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, now a pretty short shot here into the 16th.
Yeah, green, anything other than flat. Very narrow, skinny green. It also slopes left to right. You can use that to your advantage.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot.
Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Settles in over the putt. Good par. Frank, you don't need just a caddy out here at Chambers Bay. Seems like you need a sports psychologist. You start thinking about the names of these holes. Beached at 16, and what's 17 called?
Derailed, and you can see why too. That green's perched up there. If you've got the round going in the wrong direction, this is not a hole to start on. So if you've got a run going, it's just a good tee shot that lands around the front there, and you just take a 3 here. This is not a time to be a hero.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Frank, how did he do there?
Well, he's inside 30 feet, but 27 feet, that's not exactly what you'd call close.
Lengthy putt here of 27 feet. On the way. What a beautiful roll right there. Dead center.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Not what he had in mind when he stepped to the tee, but it would be just one drop shot. This for bogey. Not his best effort right there. That's a bogey, and now 3 over. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. Second from an excellent lie. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Frank, you want to finish with one good swing here, the approach shot to the 18th hole.
I don't think there's a flat putt on this green, Rich. There's so many different sections. We've said the course was like a maze. This 18th green can be like a maze. If you're on the right portion, then obviously that certainly helps, but there's so many different levels to this green.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. He'll need to be strong with this. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact, first and foremost, that you're not going to get clean contacts. You have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just a little tap in here. And that'll be a 75 on the day. It really has been a tough day, Frank, hasn't it?
Golf, such an up and down game, and a few good holes might just turn this around. You never know. And some of the leaders could slip. You've got to think that way as well. And if that happens, it might just leave that door open.